We're once again happy to be joined by Brett Kissel today. Brett, I don't even know what to say. I was hoping that I was going to talk to you and say, hey, some of your fans have a chance to get tickets to your newly announced drive-in shows now, but they just sold out so quickly. Tell me about everything that happened this morning.
Well, we're so thankful and so impressed. I mean, obviously the appetite for live country music is very, very strong, and so to be able to sell out 6 shows, 3 per day on Saturday and Sunday, is extraordinary to me, and I'm so happy that we get to do it, honestly, for such a great cause and raise money for the food banks here in Alberta.
How did this all come together, Brett? Was it a lot of kind of behind the scenes negotiating, or did it just kind of come to you one day, you made some calls and really you could just kind of make it happen?
You know, it was a little bit of both, but it started with a text that I got from a very good friend of mine, Terry Bandera, out in Sherwood Park, and he texted me a photo of an artist in, I think it was Latvia or Lithuania, and he said, look at this, they're doing live music at a drive-in concert in Europe. You should think about doing something like this. So I took that picture and I texted it to management and record label, and then I feel like I was on 100 different conference calls with not only my team, but Alberta Health Services and Health Canada, the Premier of Alberta, Dr. Hinshaw, and we figured out a way to make this happen. We figured out a way to make this extremely safe for everybody who attends. But our goal was to keep everybody safe, but also raise spirits for Albertans and for country music fans that I see on Twitter. A lot of people are driving up from Saskatchewan. A lot of people are driving up from BC. This is really, really cool.
So how does it work with the food bank, Brett? Is it a portion of the proceeds, or are you asking people to bring donations to the show, or how does that part work?
We're not allowed to accept donations from like physical donations of canned food or bread or anything like that people would usually bring pre-COVID-19. We can't have that kind of spread. But what we wanted to do, and thanks to our partner at Safeway Canada, 100% of the proceeds, not just some of the proceeds, 100% go straight to the food banks in Alberta. We're also going to launch something next week once we sort out the details with our network partners that Safeway and Sobeys, their parent company, really want, so other Canadians can get involved and they can text donations to their network and their cell phone provider. And then Safeway is going to match up to $25,000 extra for the food banks across Canada. That way it's a truly national charitable focus, and that makes us very, very excited.
It must feel good, Brett, to first of all to see your fans supporting this, and also to be able to get out and perform. I mean, it's been a long haul for a lot of people, and especially artists, with really at this point not a good end in sight as to how, you know, real concerts are going to return.
Yeah, you know, to be honest, it's definitely sad to look at an empty calendar, because us as artists, we love going out and playing. Of course, that's the selfish side. But on the giving side, we know that we offer an incredible service to people who cannot wait for the weekend. People who work so hard to make money that they're going to save it and they're going to go up to the Big Valley Jamboree, or they're going to save it for a Rick Snorton good time at the Chuck Wagons in Lloyd. You know what? For one of those great weekends. Well, they're all gone now. And so I'm so happy that we were able to figure out a way to bring live music back in such a positive way. I don't believe this is something that's going to happen for years. I believe it's the 2020 model to experience live music. So that's why I'm so excited that people are treating this as a once in a lifetime, because come 2021, I think we're going to be back and better than ever.
Now, given the response that you've had just to this event, Brett, is there a possibility, or is it too early to say yet, if this might be something where you'd go and do other drive-in events at other areas around the country again as safely as possibly you can?
You know what? It's a great question. Both me and my team are getting calls like crazy over the last couple of days since we announced, and right now. So yes, there's a lot of cities that are very interested. We just need to figure out, you know, obviously the demand and the appetite, which we know here in Alberta is very strong. But we had a very close working relationship with the Premier of Alberta and Dr. Hinshaw. So if we're to do something like this in Saskatchewan, it's going to be very important that we speak to Scott Moe's government. If we do something like this in Ontario, we need to speak with Premier Ford's government to make sure that, you know, they're willing to let us come in and elevate spirits and do it in the safest way we possibly can. If we can't do it safely, we won't do it at all. But it's too early to tell. I just know there's a lot of hoops. I had to jump through 1,000 hoops just to make this happen in Alberta. We're going to see if we can jump through 1,000 hoops in every other province.
Now, during this global pandemic, Brett, I know you've been doing a lot of different things online, Instagram concerts, that sort of thing. Have you had quite a good response from your fan base in regards to even just doing that? Because there are a lot of people who do, in fact, either have to work from home or be quarantined and really with not a lot of options to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great creative outlet for me to get a chance to get on Instagram or Facebook and play some of my favorite songs and still connect with people. It's very awkward to end a song and have nobody clap for me. Like, I know that sounds conceited and very anti-Canadian, so forgive me. But I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, like, what's it going to be like at this drive-in concert? And then we discovered, okay, well, it's actually pretty easy. We're just going to ask everybody to honk their horns. And when they do, I think it'll be pretty cool to have that type of adulation.
Well, Brett, this is really awesome. Congratulations again for selling out just, as quickly as you did, selling out the show. It's just amazing to see the support, and I think people need this at a time like this. So thank you, first of all, for doing this, and congratulations. And I'm sure that, it's going to be a tough year, but like you always say, tough times don't last and tough people do. So let's see where we can go with this.
You're absolutely right. Well, thank you very much for this. And for anybody out in the border city that did get tickets, I hope that they have an amazing time.
All right. Thank you, Brett, and you have a great day.
Okay, you too. See ya.